Yeah, I'm like so many other people, shocked and I'm heartbroken, but I'm also really angry that we are here again and we see the deaths, the meaningless deaths caused by pathetic, cowardly individuals who ran amok to do nothing for their cause and everything to cause unbelievable pain and heartbreak for so many people. And my thoughts and prayers are with those, the loved ones of those who've died, and indeed of course all those who are suffering and injured as a consequence. And we're so grateful, as always, to the emergency services. Their immense bravery and dedication and compassion is utterly exemplary. I think it's a time now where we've heard the Prime Minister say enough is enough. Well, enough was enough the first time round, and the review of counter-terrorism strategy is long overdue. What we must do is work together to make sure that we tackle terrorism in a very practical and effective way, and do it together. What we must not do is to trade away our freedoms, our great British freedoms, in response to the cowardly acts of these pathetic people last night. If we did that, they would have won.
Most of the national parties have suspended campaigning today. Do you think that's the right thing to do?
Yeah, I think as a mark of respect and shared grieving with those who are suffering as a consequence of that pathetic attack by those cowardly people last night. It is right that we suspend our national campaigning, but it's also right we get the balance right. We are proud of our democracy and defiant that in the midst of an election, all parties, no matter who you support, ought to continue with that local campaigning, and we should get on with the national campaigning soon. It must not be that the terrorists put us in a position where we weaken our democracy in response to that outrage.
So specifically for the Lib Dems, what do you think it means for your campaigning?
We've suspended national campaigning today. We'll continue local campaigning as all other parties will, and we should continue tomorrow.
It's unprecedented that we've had 2 terror attacks in the midst of a general election campaign. What do you think it means for the general election itself?
Well, I think it's a reminder that our democracy is incredibly precious, and a reminder that there is also more that unites us than keeps us apart. The response to the Manchester bombing and the response to last night's outrage in London is that we will not be cowed or beaten by cowardly, pathetic people. Perhaps the most awful thing about this is the meaninglessness of it. The appalling extreme ideology that these cowards profess to favour is in no way benefited by this. They have not succeeded. The only way they will succeed is if we trade away our freedoms as a response to this terrorist attack.
Another horrific attack, and now we hear today the Prime Minister saying enough is enough. I think we should have reached that conclusion a long time ago.
Ukip has decided to continue campaigning today. The other main parties have decided not. Is that not in poor taste to carry on?
Well, the Prime Minister says we must not have the democratic process stopped by terrorism, therefore we're going to suspend campaigning. We think the opposite to that. We think we should be having an honest conversation about the real mistakes we've made in the past and what we need to do to put this right. I mean, what if, God forbid, there was another attack tomorrow? Will we stop campaigning again? So no, UKIP are absolutely right to say, let's keep campaigning and let's talk about how we solve this.
And what mistakes are you referring to then?
The terrible mistakes that we've made over decades of multiculturalism in our cities, encouraging communities to live apart. We have not cracked down on radical preaching inside our mosques. We've allowed radicalisation to go on in our schools and our prisons. And I'm pleased the Prime Minister talked about the internet today, but she ignored all of those things over which the UK government has real power.
And just finally, the Prime Minister has just confirmed that the election will take place on Thursday as planned. You must be pleased with that. Well,
of course, it has to. Whatever happens, this must go ahead. I mean, one of the things that ISIS want to stop is our open, tolerant democracy.